There we go. Hello everyone and welcome to another video where I tell a little short story. And see, if you haven't seen episode 1, which is The Wild Store, which I uploaded yesterday, I suggest you go check that out because I think it is a very good introduction. And 2, for today, speaking of introductions, I would like to read an introduction to a book or a notebook that I possessed about a year and a half ago and wrote a little bit in. Whoops, accidentally knocked over some sticky pads. Okay, so I think I ripped out a lot of stuff in this because someone else had written in it previously. And I've pretty much filled it up. See, look, I have author's notes too. I might get to that one day because today I'm going to be reading author's notes 1, also known as Not Very Important. See? There's 2. That's, well, let's see if I can focus on that. That is one of the characters in one of the stories that I was writing. He is, kind of like a wizard, but he's super mysterious and cool, and he's very powerful, unlike the party members that he's with, who are very young and novice and stuff like that. Anyways, I also, before I get into this exactly, I hope everyone had a good third day of the New Year's, and I am also having a good day of the New Year so far, because not only have I made it to work, I am also working on this. And without further ado, oh, I also made my bed and put up some pictures, so that looks nice. Can I zoom in? Whoa, yes I can. Cool. Yep, did that. Oh, and say hello to my buddy. I was actually trying to use this right here and try to mount that to the bracket using zip ties. That way you could actually face me and stuff, but I don't know. I probably need to actually invest in one of these days, maybe. Anyways, so without further ado, let's see what my wonderful mind was thinking about a year ago or so, or a year and a half ago. See, one of these days I'm gonna have like a glass of water with me. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like scroll down this or like what. Maybe I should, because what if someone's deaf? I'm gonna be nice. But okay, so I should just kind of like hold it like that for now. What does it mean to write? To me, it is a form of expression. It is a stage where my thoughts have the spotlight, taking wind of every whim that may pass. Writing invokes a powerful voice of inner creativity that cannot be tamed. I like to envision myself captivated by my own thoughts at times, as if I am not the one behind each and every line, more like a conduit or radio that picks up unseen inspiration and ideas. However, writing has an undeniable level of difficulty. I personally admit that more times than most, I do not write because of lack of material. Rather, I do not write because I lack the ability to transform the vivid worlds my mind creates upon paper. A true writer's block. Well, where am I? Okay, just trying to make sure I'm not just filming my lap. Not only forced with this particular handicap, I have another that continuously interrupts me from making a complete sentence. Dissatisfaction. But I try to ignore the latter one fervently. On second thought, writing itself is not inherently difficult. The simple act of forming letters into words, which then become sentences, is quite easy. Writing a 5-page report on poverty in the middle class is easy. My block resides purely within the realm of fiction. It's my inability to focus that makes creative writing nearly an impossible task. However, I do not think it is the best explanation I can provide. When I think of a story, I must have everything planned out. If I were to write about a castle, it soon becomes a tidal wave of unanswered questions that I simply drown in. Where is this castle located? What is important about it? What purpose does it serve in my story? How much should I include about this castle? How do I describe it? When I spend all this time answering those questions, I eventually forget why I even picked up a writing utensil. Blech. If I had to compare, hello hand. If I had to compare my ability to write creatively, it would be like an actor who keeps forgetting their lines. My writing mirrors New York's morning rush hour. I stop, think, question my life's purpose, then write a few more words and repeat. If writing to me truly is a stage, that bad actor would be my hand, and when my lines are forgotten, my mind performing as the director silently cues the next word in hopes of keeping the reel going. Perhaps the most important question I should ask myself is not what is writing, but why do I write? For that, I may never know the answer to. Cool. So I do kind of remember writing this, or maybe maybe I should try this style. Right. Okay, there's somewhat something behind me, but whatever. Anyways, so I do remember writing this. I was actually at my dad's house after I had gotten back from Michigan with one of my friends, James, a couple years ago, and I'm sad I never got any footage of that because I did have a wonderful time. But aside from that, this was just when I didn't have a job for a while and I had a lot of time on my hands, and I started writing or wanted to come up with ideas and things just to keep myself busy, and while I also what is that flying around my room? Okay, anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and dive in a little bit. This right here, immediately, like on the second page, it opens up into a little fictional story that I was writing about, the character and everything. And actually, how long is this? Oh, okay, that's kind of like some kind of minotaur and some kind of like runic gate at levels, and he's like 12 feet tall. I don't know, I'm not the best artist in the world, you can tell. And I think, no, this is all part of it still. Goodness. Morgan, which one? Morgan, yep. What is that? Baxter. And, okay, bam. Okay, so that's actually a lot, more than I had thought was there. I want to say probably feels about 20 pages. I feel confident in saying that's at least 20 pages. And I just kind of like drew and went with it, and I spent probably about a week and a half on that, and I kind of wanted to continue with it, but I hit a dead point. And let's go, speaking of author's note, oh, no, that's 3. Doop, oh. Author's notes 2. Okay. While this could be an adequate cliffhanger, I had to break away for a moment to collect my thoughts. Honestly, I had no idea how to start my story, and now that I've made it this far, I do not know how to continue. I would like to believe I'm doing a good job so far. However, I still think I could be doing something different. As far as syntax and grammatical structure goes, I am pleased. I could improve my vocabulary, of course, but that's something every beginning writer feels. Another point I should mention, this is the raw and most original form of this tale. I will spend a great deal of time reforming and editing until I am content. The purpose of these personal dialogues allows me to freely write for a few moments so I may think of the next steps. And then I just hopped right into another author's notes, so that's great. I know the previous page was a note as well, but it has been a few weeks since I stopped writing. I'm going to take a break from my previous story and indulge myself by writing a few short stories. Okay. I'm doing this because I feel like I hit a motivational dead end, and by creating new material, it'll hopefully emerge with new ideas and interesting content. Additionally, I have a few ideas bouncing around that I feel like pursuing. And then this is where, okay, I created another cool story. Very beginning. Oh. Okay. This is another one. Not as many pages, probably about maybe 13 or 14. I feel more confident saying that. This is like a medieval, independent warrior type thing, building a party and raising an army and men to take on a country. And I was derived from my interest in the video game Mount and Blade Warband, which hopefully one day this year I plan on recording a little playthrough of that. So please look forward to that too, because that would be awesome. But yes, this was another story. This is not worth talking about. Oh, that is... Oh, okay. And pretty much it kind of plays out, but I really want to hit on all the author's notes. And this is like towards the end, and you got to realize it took me like... I was messing with this notebook for a long time, so imagine that throughout this notebook, months of my life are going by, and things are changes, decisions, choices, and how I write. And I feel like as time progresses, when we try to write over long periods of time, like it shows our progression and development, but that could be totally a whole new video down the line. So yes, I'll read this one, and I'll go ahead and wrap up this video, because I also have to upload, and I want to upload before 12 o'clock, because I have to keep this thing where it's one a day. Unus Annus by Markiplier. He's the one that started that, and I'm watching him, and he's got me inspired. So, and Unus Annus means like 1 year in Latin. So if you hear me say that a lot, it's because of that guy, Markiplier. And oh my god, that finally landed. Jeez Louise, look at that bad boy. Holy. See, now I'm kind of terrified and I don't know what to do, because that thing should have a fucking health bar on it. Jesus. Okay, anyways. Am I really about to, you know what? Yeah, let's... Hey buddy, I'm gonna read you a little story. Please don't go anywhere. At this point, I've realized I do not possess the ability to commit myself. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Oh, see if I can't focus on you. That cannot be... At this point, I've realized I do not possess the ability to commit myself to a creative project that cannot be finished in a day. The notion or idea of continuously working on one single thing repulses me because of the vast amount of ideas that fog my mind. I would get so close to finishing one complete solid idea, and out of nowhere I get captivated by another. Therefore, I shall attempt to write free-form poetry to alleviate some of the crushing creative pressure. Poetry is the foot in the door approach to larger stories and writing projects to me, and I feel that I will forge my mess of a mind into something more sophisticated. So please enjoy what I would call poetry. Boom, ba-choom, ba-choom, boom. Alright, 12 minutes, but I mean, come on. Poetry to some kind of like Pokemon looking ass motherfucker. Ooh, can I even turn my flashlight on? Ooh, I can. Hey, buddy. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I gotta kill you later. Okay, and I wrote a poem. Do I feel like going over the poem? No, you can just like pause. Do. Oh wait, maybe. I guess I could just be saying goodbye, because really you're gonna be like pausing all that stuff. And so if you liked, please remember to like, comment. If you're already subscribed, that's cool, because people that subscribe are cool. And remember, if you want me to sign your name in my book and stuff, go ahead and do that. Because I'm going to do that. So hold on, let me give you that visual. Let me provide it. What do I do with the sticky note right there? Hold on, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna put you down for a second. Just a second. There we go. Okay, now that is some kind of little thing for you to look at, because that's what we do. Remember, ask if you want your name signed on this, and there will be signatures and little sticky notes of all the things that I do, and they'll start adding up, and it'll be this thing where it just spreads out and takes off, and it's going to be cool. We're going to do it together. Happy New Year, and enjoy. Please watch tomorrow, and if you haven't seen yesterday, watch that one. Goodbye.